What do we have today? We have predictions for 11 NBA games for November 18th. So, let's get started. We will start with match between Miami Heat and Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards were on a 4-game winning streak when they were stopped by the Thunder in a 121-120 loss. The Miami Heat had been in decent form, having won 5 of their last 8 games overall, but they will be hoping to rebound in this one after having their 3-game win streak snapped by the Raptors in a road loss of 112-104. Caleb Martin, Dwayne Dedmon, and Bam Adebayo are listed as questionable for the Heat, while Victor Oladipo and Tyler Herro are both ruled out. The Wizards listed only Jordan Goodwin as questionable. For the Heat, Tyler Herro's injury is a huge loss. He is among the Heat's most crucial players for the second straight season. Currently, these teams are moving in opposing directions. The Wizards are playing this game at home. They are in far better form than the Heat, and have more firepower. Currently, these two teams are moving in opposing directions. The Wizards are in far better form, have more firepower, and they are playing this game at home. Play Washington Wizards +1. The next match is the match between Charlotte Hornets and Cleveland Cavaliers. The Charlotte Hornets, who have dropped 9 of their last 10 games overall and are in a serious funk, will be looking to bounce back after being thrashed 125-113 by the Pacers. After being destroyed by the Bucks in a road loss of 113-98, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who were the league's surprise team to start the season, are now on a 5-game losing streak. The Hornets listed out Mark Williams, Gordon Hayward, Dennis Smith Jr., Cody Martin, and LaMelo Ball. By the Cavaliers, Dean Wade has been ruled out, while Jarrett Allen is listed as questionable. The Hornets have struggled with a big number of injuries since the start of the season and because of that are unable to produce their best play. The Cavaliers are a far better squad, and their previous performances do not accurately represent their true potential. These 5 losses in a row have severely wounded them, and they will seek compensation from someone. There is a high probability that it will be the Hornets. Play Cleveland Cavaliers -8.5. The next match is the match between Milwaukee Bucks and Philadelphia 76ers. The Milwaukee Bucks have been in excellent form as they have won 11 of their first 14 games overall. They will be feeling good after thrashing the Cavaliers 113-98 at home. The Philadelphia 76ers have been improving recently, having won 3 of their last 4 games. They will be going for their 3rd straight win after edging out the Jazz at home by a score of 105-98. For the Bucks, Jrue Holiday is listed as questionable, while Pat Connaughton, Wesley Matthews and Chris Middleton are ruled out. Furkan Korkmaz and James Harden are ruled out by the 76ers. The Bucks' play hasn't been convincing throughout the season, especially when they play away. Yes, I am aware that many of you may find it strange to say that about a team that has 11 victories in its last 14 games, but although some teams play decent and win, other teams perform well and lose. Even though the 76ers are performing well at home, I'm not sure whether they can defeat the Bucks. I expect a close contest in which the winner will be decided in the last minutes of play, maybe even in overtime. Head-to-head, the Bucks are 5-1 ATS in the previous 6 games overall, while the over is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Philadelphia. Play Milwaukee Bucks and Philadelphia 76ers over 218.5. The next match is the match between Orlando Magic and Chicago Bulls. The Orlando Magic are in a rut as they have dropped 6 of their last 9 contests. They will be looking to end a 2-game losing streak after being thrashed 126-108 by the Timberwolves. The Chicago Bulls, who have dropped 5 of their last 6 games overall, are in a terrible funk and will be looking to snap a 3-game losing streak after being thrashed 124-110 on the road by the Pelicans. While the Bulls are still without Lonzo Ball and have Kobe White and Patrick Williams listed as questionable, the Magic are once more without Moritz Wagner, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, and Paolo Banchero. The Magic don't play poor basketball, but they have a lot of injured players. The Bulls are the better team on both ends of the floor and will likely find a way to win this game with ease. Play Chicago Bulls -8.5. The next match is the match between Indiana Pacers and Houston Rockets. The Indiana Pacers, who have won 6 of their last 8 games overall, are in excellent form and will be going for their 3rd consecutive win after thrashing the Hornets 125-113 on the road. The Houston Rockets are in poor trouble as they have dropped 12 of their opening 15 games, but they will be keen to get some momentum after defeating the Mavericks in an unexpected away victory of 101-92. Daniel Theis and Chris Duarte are absent for the Pacers once more. Jae'Sean Tate is ruled out for the Rockets, while Kevin Porter Jr. is listed as questionable. The young squad of the Pacers had a rough start to the current season, but as the season went on, they began to play better. They are not only in good form, but they are also playing extremely fast and are entertaining to watch. They have won 4 of their past 5 games. The Rockets are also a young team, but they only occasionally play well. They played outstanding defense in their most recent game against the Mavericks and came out on top. This youthful team's primary issue is its lack of playing discipline and consistency. Both teams play quick, transitional basketball and are well rested. This, in my opinion, is sufficient justification for expecting a fast pace, lots of points, and very few turnovers from both sides. Play Indiana Pacers and Houston Rockets over 234.5. The next match is the match between Oklahoma City Thunder and Memphis Grizzlies. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been playing well lately. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They'll be hoping to keep their winning ways going after edging the Wizards 121-120 on the road. The Memphis Grizzlies have been playing well lately, winning 5 of their last 8 contests. However, they will be looking to end a 2-game losing streak after being thoroughly outplayed by the Pelicans on the road in a 113-102 loss. Trey Mann and Darius Bazley will be missing from the Thunder once more, and Zaire Williams and Desmond Bane will be away from the Grizzlies once more. Both teams pick up where they left off at the end of the previous season. The Grizzlies keep winning and playing consistently well, while the Thunder keep covering the spread and playing well but losing games. Although either side might have a valid argument in this situation, I have to support the Grizzlies primarily because they are playing at home. In their past 6 home games, they have triumphed 5 times, and their average win in that 5 victories was 13 points. Play Memphis Grizzlies -5.5. The next match is the match between Denver Nuggets and Dallas Mavericks. The Denver Nuggets have been playing well lately, winning 5 of their last 7 games overall, but they will be aiming to rebound against the Knicks here after losing that game 106-103. Dallas Mavericks have been in a respectable position as they have won 6 of their last 9 games overall, but they will be hoping for a stronger showing here after losing to the lowly Rockets by a score of 101-92. For the Nuggets, Ish Smith, Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray will all be out, while Aaron Gordon is questionable. Maxi Kleber is the lone Maverick that is out. Even though they are still finding their rhythm, the Mavericks are playing well at home. They lost their last home game against Houston because of a lack of motivation. In the match against the Nuggets, that won't take place. Jokic's performance has a significant influence on how the Nuggets play. Without him, they are not the same squad. In this game, 3 of the Nuggets' 4 ball handlers will be absent. Despite their boring and slow performance, I believe the Mavericks will win this game easily. Play Dallas Mavericks -7. The next match is the match between Boston Celtics and New Orleans Pelicans. The league's hottest team, the Boston Celtics, are currently on an 8-game winning run after dominating the Hawks 126-101 on the road. The New Orleans Pelicans are in excellent form as they have won 4 of their last 5 games and will be going for a 4th consecutive win after destroying the Bulls at home by a score of 124-110. The Celtics listed Marcus Smart as questionable, while the Pelicans listed Zion Williamson as questionable for this one. The Celtics have an 8-game winning run going into this game while the Pelicans have a 3-game winning streak. Right now, both teams are performing really well. The Pelicans will need Zion Williams' help if they want to win against the tough style of play that the Celtics use. I don't think the Pelicans will be able to win this game without him. Watch the Pelicans injury report closely. In the last 5 meetings between the two teams, The under has prevailed 5-2 with the last 7 in New Orleans. Play Boston Celtics and New Orleans Pelicans under 227.5. The next match is the match between Phoenix Suns and Utah Jazz. The Phoenix Suns have been in a bit of a slump, having dropped 4 of their previous 7 games, but after defeating the Warriors at home by a score of 130-119, they should feel a little better. The Utah Jazz have overall won 6 of their last 10 games, but they will be looking to snap a 3-game losing streak after losing to the Knicks by a score of 118-111. The Suns listed Josh Okogie and Chris Paul as questionable, while the Jazz are still without Rudy Gay. The Jazz performed admirably, particularly at home, but they have already dropped 3 straight games. The Jazz don't have a strong bench, so the starters are playing more than usual. I believe that the majority of Utah's players are now experiencing tiredness, which is evident in their playing. Compared to the Jazz, the Suns have a longer bench. All of the Suns starters scored in double digits against the Warriors in their most recent game. They play outstanding basketball, and their defense and offense are both very well balanced. The Suns have a strong head-to-head record, going 7-2 ATS in their previous 9 games overall and 4-0 ATS in their last 4 encounters in Utah. Play Phoenix Suns -1.5. The next match is the match between New York Knicks and Golden State Warriors. The New York Knicks, who have won 4 of their last 6 games overall, are on a nice run and will be going for their 3rd straight win after edging the Nuggets 106-103 on the road. The Golden State Warriors have struggled recently, losing 7 of their last 10 games, and they will be hoping to rebound after getting hammered by the Suns on the road in a 130-119 loss. The Knicks' Mitchell Robinson once more time is ruled out, while the Warriors listed Jonathan Kuminga as questionable for this one. In contrast to Steph Curry, who constantly performs well from game to game, the other Warriors players don't perform as well. I'm not sure why, but they are unable to regain their good playing from the previous season. The Knicks have recently been playing terrific basketball, but their defensive play has not improved. Even though they just defeated the depleted Nuggets, their performance was far from convincing. It is incredibly challenging to predict the Knicks' future performance, but they are 5-1 ATS in the last 6 games at Golden State. Play Golden State Warriors -6. The last match for today is the match between Detroit Pistons and Los Angeles Lakers. The Detroit Pistons are in a terrible slump as they have dropped 8 of their past 8 games. They will be looking to snap a 5-game losing streak after narrowly losing to the Clippers 96-91. Los Angeles Lakers had been in poor form, having dropped 120 of their first 13 games. However, they will feel better after ending a 5-game losing streak by defeating the Nets 116-103. Isaiah Stewart and Cade Cunningham are both again ruled out for the Pistons, while the Lakers listed Juan Toscano Anderson and LeBron James as questionable. The Lakers' playing is quite ugly, whether they win or lose. If their defense is decent, we can hardly say the same of their offense. The league's lowest offensive rating belongs to them. I don't believe the Pistons are a worse club in this matchup, even though they have dropped 5 straight games and have failed to win any of their last 8 away games. The absence of 2 of their players plus the fact that this is their 2nd game in a row provides me with the biggest challenges in predicting this game. When 2 lousy basketball teams compete against one another, the results are never easy to predict. Play Detroit Pistons and Los Angeles Lakers under 225.5. Guys, that would be all. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter. See you tomorrow.